Good morning, as we have our panelists join us on the stage. I'm Kym Luqman. Careful. I'm Kym Luqman. I'm the Executive Director of Harambe Community Services. And just one quick statement from a couple of previous comments. I don't think we have to wait to 2035 to find out what's going to happen. It's happening now for service providers, families. We don't have to wait that long. So we must be active and vigilant. So welcome. This is a part of the program where we talk about the day programs that are available. So you're going to meet 6 organizations, very different, very diverse, that provide support to our community with day programs. But although the programs are different and diverse, they share some very common values. That's respect, promoting and supporting independence, embracing families, having the pursuit of excellence, and creating caring, safe, and fun environments. So these providers do this through community-based programs, with center-based programs. They serve a wide diversity of participants. So we have everybody on every level of the spectrum, in terms of also people that are nonverbal, people that have behavioral, mental health, forensic challenges. So you're going to hear all kinds of descriptions of programs that are available. They all honor the culture and custom and languages of their participants. They engage in a variety of activities from vocational training, employment, volunteer work, summer and micro businesses, day trips, and art and music. So it is my esteemed pleasure to introduce you to these 6 organizations. I think we're going to start first with Harambe. So I'd like to introduce my friend and colleague, Denise Bradley. She's the founder and clinical director of Harambe Community Services. Are we doing it from...
Thank you. For the last couple of months, we've been going around talking about all the things that are wrong with the system. I hope today that I can talk about things that are working in the system. Our programs were originally developed for people who were transitioning out of Ag News through the Unified Plan. So we are a specialized program, and what that means is that we have an enriched staffing ratio. We have programs that have 1-to-1 staffing. We also have programs that have 1-to-2 staffing, and then our non-specialized program has 1-to-3 staffing. The specialized program, the eligibility for services for that is that people have to have severe behaviors or a coexisting disorder such as a mental health diagnosis, substance abuse, or forensic involvement, which means the person is under court order either through parole or probation. Some of the behaviors that we have in our program are extreme aggression towards themselves, others, or property, severe self-injurious behaviors, extreme pica, and other challenges. Many of the people who come to our program have been kicked out of other day programs, and so sometimes we're the last stop for them. A lot of times when they come, they've had a lot of failures. It's really our job to make sure that we create an environment that they can actually succeed in. So we've had a lot of good success in our 1-to-1 program. We have provided 1-to-1 services, and we call our 1-to-1 program custom care. It's the personification of person-centered programming because the person has one staff, and that staff can help them in whatever it is that they'd like to do. Those services are offered in-home, in residential facilities. We've also provided services to locked facilities, to skilled nursing centers, and we've also provided the services in juvenile hall. That program is vendorized by 3 regional centers, San Andreas Regional Center, Golden Gate Regional Center, and also Regional Center of the East Bay. Most of the people who are in our custom care program can transition to a less restrictive program after about 6 months or a year. So they would go into either one of our programs or another community-based program, either site-based or actual community. Some of the things that people in the custom care program do, we have some referrals where people are at home We've had several situations where people have graduated from school. The participant is at home, having a lot of behaviors, very stressful for the parents. We can actually go into the home, get them out of the home. Usually it takes us a couple of months to do so, and builds a better life. I see I have the 3-minute mark here, so I'm going to get to my other 2 programs. We also have a 1 to 2 program that is community-based. We call that specialized community. We transition people from our site-based program, which we closed down in August, into this community-based program. They have a 1 to 2 staffing ratio, so they're paired, and usually we have 2 staff with 4 participants. And that program has kind of the same eligibility as our custom care program. And people in that program, we're working on providing behavioral supports. They volunteer. I'm a strong believer in service learning. They also have a robust recreation and social program, and many of them are now looking for jobs and doing some pre-vocational work. Our latest program, which is called Chinduza, which means explore, is a 1 to 3 program. It's pre-vocational, and so for our participants that want to work, that program is a really good alternative. One of the things that we've seen is that when you let people pursue their dreams, their wishes, the behaviors go away. If we can encourage people to do what they like to do, typically the behaviors are gone, and we don't have to spend a lot of time on quote-unquote behavior management. We spend a lot of time with social skills training and teaching people how to act in certain situations. We have a social skills group. We have 2 of them. One's called Sister Circle, one's called Men Square. And before I get booted off the stage, I wanted to give a couple of anecdotal comments about the success of some of our participants. We have people who are very aggressive, and so we teach them, instead of using their fists or their hands, to use their words. And so when we had the site-based program, one of our individuals, who I've known since she's about 14, very aggressive, comes running in my office, slams the door, and says, "I'm going to beat the," you fill in the blank, "out of her because she did such and such." And so I said, "Did you hit her?" And she said, "No." I said, "Oh my goodness, and you're here because I've been telling you, come talk to staff if something goes wrong." I said, "This is awesome." I spent so much time giving her positive reinforcement, I never heard what the problem was. And so that's a huge success for her. The second one, and I have to give an advisory, penises are involved, is a social skill group that we have where we're teaching the women to welcome the new women who are coming into our program. So I had them come up with some questions they wanted to ask the new people. We went out to lunch at a local cafe, Cafe Cerise, I'm going to say their name because they're very good to our folks. We're sitting there eating. It's time for them to ask the questions. One of the group asks the new person, "Do you have a boyfriend?" She says, "No, I just got rid of him." She says, "Why?" She goes, "His penis was too busy." And so at that point, me, the social skills instructor, spit out my iced tea on the table. I lost it. Everybody else was okay. So you can imagine what our next Sister Circle meeting was. I was the one on the hot seat. Thank you very much.
While we transition the slides, I'd like to welcome up Anna. She'll be talking here from Friends of Children with Special Needs.
You want me to play the video first?
No, I will
Speak first.
introduce it.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Anna Wang. I'm a proud mother of a young adult with autism, and I'm also a co-founder of Friends of Children with Special Needs. Before we go into my talk, I would like you to see the video.
20 years ago, a young couple was told that their 3-year-old son had special needs. They were devastated, but determined. They joined together with 9 other families and started FCSN in Silicon Valley. It was 1996, and their dream was to build a community where their special needs loved ones could thrive with hope, love, respect, and support through integrated community involvement. A place where the parents could learn, together, how to nurture and teach their special needs children as they became adults. A place that would give the parents peace of mind, knowing that someday when they were gone, their child would have a safe and loving place to grow old. Now, as we celebrate 20 years of laughter, joy, and community, we invite you to explore the possibilities of lifelong services for your special needs loved ones, with programs that range from music, arts and sports, to computers, vocational training, and even a family support program. There are programs for all ages, ranging from children to adults. Our special needs loved ones live, work, and play in this warm and caring environment. They wake up every morning with purpose and develop their talent and abilities. FCSN has adapted to the needs of its individuals. As we work hard to make FCSN a universal model, we need your support. California's special needs population has doubled over the last 15 years. Funding to support this population has diminished. Currently, we serve over 800 families of children with special needs. Dare to dream? Join us. Be our friend and support us. For more information, visit us on our website, www.fcsn1996.org, and find out how you can help spread the word and make dreams become reality.
Okay, everyone. I want to, who has a dream for their child with special needs? Everyone, right? And when our child was first diagnosed, we probably have to change our dream a little bit, but we can still achieve our dream. It is Friends of Children with Special Needs' dream to provide happiness lifelong and also peace of mind for the families. So our organization actually focuses on what the family and the individuals needs. And I would say for the first 10 years of FCSN's life, we are all run by volunteers. And who are our volunteers? They are family members and kind-hearted individuals in our community who are professional and have the know-how to teach our children with special needs. So FCSN has been around for almost 20 years. That's why we made this video, to introduce what it is. And it's hard to talk about the adult program without first talking about the children that we so love. Because when we first started, my child is a child. And then as they grow old, we know that they need a good day program or employment opportunity. So we have the adult day program. And then later, we think, okay, where are they gonna live? So we establish housing program. So all these different programs are actually established on what we call dream projects. So 10 years ago, we just finished our Dream Project 1, where we established a day program, a center, and housing with supported living and independent living services. And now we are on Dream Project 2, which is creating opportunities for employment for our individuals with special needs. And how are we gonna do all that? It's all because of collaboration between parents, the community, and volunteers. And it's a kind of think out of the box model. And we are thinking that our funding from the state through the Lentiment Act keep on diminishing. So we have, but our child's needs, our loved ones' needs are always ever increasing. And that's why we encourage and empower families to replicate some of the things that we do at FCSN, so that, especially with the tsunami and monumental needs of all the special needs autistic individuals becoming of age to become adults, we need to work family, community, and volunteers together to create a better future for them. So if you, just like the video says, if you want more information about how we do it, please go to fcsn1996.org and contact us. You can take a tour of our programs and then see how you can replicate in your community. Thank you.
As we get the AV set up, I'd like to welcome up Brad. And Brad is from the Morgan Autism Center. Thank you, Brad.
Good morning. Happy to be a part of this sample platter. Yes, my name is Brad Boardman. I'm from Morgan Autism Center. We are located in San Jose. We're behind Valley Fair. Probably all know where that is. And we are located on a school campus. We run a school, both a school program and an adult program. And really, help me. Can I go back? How do I go back? I like that better. There we go. So, yes, we are a school and adult program, and really, we started our adult program in 1985 when we started to by the way, our school program's been open since 1969. We started our adult program in 1985 when we all started to realize that the needs of the individuals that we serve really don't just vanish at age 22. Many of the individuals that we serve will need support throughout their lives, and the adult program was a way to address those needs. We emphasize independent living skills, vocational training, functional academics, social skills. We continue to work on all of those things. Academics, whatever a child or an adult is interested in doing, we want to foster that interest and keep them learning. We have a capacity right now of 50, and unfortunately, we are bumping up against that capacity at all times. We do have a goal to expand the programming. So if any of you owns a church property or school property, please find me after the talk. I'd love to talk to you about it. We do have an initiative to expand that programming. Our program has a 3-to-1 ratio for the most part. There are certain individuals that we do serve who really require 1-to-1, and that's one of our goals, is to really bolster our capacity or increase our ability to serve individuals who really have a higher need and need that 1-to-1 kind of support. We do have vocational training, and we do have some really neat relationships in the community. We have the opportunity for some of our clients to do a paid job. We have a relationship with Ratterman Manufacturing, and they can do work on site in an atmosphere that they really understand, and it's structured and it makes sense to them and they feel comfortable in, and they can work for a paycheck on site for that. We do emphasize positive interactions, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. We also have a community integration program, and about 2/3 of our clients are involved in that, and we really love our partnerships in the community. My thinking over the years, I started as a teacher. Initially, I used to think, wow, it's so great for our kids and our clients to get out in the community and have these experiences, but I've sort of flipped that thinking on its head now, and my belief now is that it's really good for our community, for our kids to be out there. And so we have relationships with California School of Music and Art. We have been really big on forging relationships with schools, private schools, and some great things have come out of that. We currently have some employees in our program whose first exposure to kids on the autism spectrum, adults on the autism spectrum, really came out of the partnerships that we had with their private schools when they were kids. So these kids were 6th and 7th graders, they grew up, and now they're finding this to be a very meaningful vocation to come back to and give back to. We do have great partnerships with San Jose State University. Many of our clients go to San Jose State to participate in a social pragmatics kind of program with their speech language pathology students there. And then we have other relationships with Raft and Guadalupe Park and those kinds of things. One of the things that I think really distinguishes us from other programs is that we from our inception, we really designed the programming for people on the autism spectrum. So we really understand the need to create a very positive, a very structured environment, create positive routines so that we can hopefully alleviate some of the anxieties many of our clients feel and open the door for real learning. Another thing that distinguishes us, and I know some of these other programs understand this too, is that learning can take place at any time. And you gotta keep banging up against things and trying things because you never know when the light bulb's gonna flick on and people are gonna understand and they're gonna take these steps towards better independence. And of course, learning must be fun. I think that's one of the things that really is important to our program. There's a culture of fun and interest and positivity at our adult program and our school program that really keeps people engaged and learning. So that's our program. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Next, I'd like to introduce Kathy, and she's the Director of Adult Services of Day Programs at Hope.
Hi, everybody. I just want to ask a question. How many of you in here still have your sons or daughter in the school system? Okay, good. That's what I thought. So I want to kind of gear my talk towards that. I work for Hope Services. I've been there for 35 years. We have a spectrum of services. We have all the way from early intervention infant programs to after-school programs to adult services to senior services. We have a counseling center. We do supported living. We do a lot of different things. We are really focusing our energies right now on designing services for people on the autism spectrum. A lot of our services at Hope, honestly, were developed 30, 40 years ago, not for people on the autism spectrum. When I was in college many, many years ago, we had one little paragraph on autism. And what my professor told me at the time is, you will probably never meet somebody with autism in your life. Okay, this was 40 years ago. Look where we're at now. Okay, was he wrong or what? So we're looking at really, redesigning some of our services to meet the needs of people on the autism spectrum. One of the things that we're starting to do is we're providing tailored day service. Now that's very limited hours of support, but it's tailored to the individual, to what they want, whether it's finding a job or being a part of the local YMCA community or whatever it might be. It's very focused on the individual. We also provide a lot of independent living skills ILS services, which is a one-to-one service for individuals. So we have a lot of different things, and every one of these organizations up here is great. I have a couple messages I want to give to those of you who are going to be leaving the school system and going into the adult world. Number one is start your search early. I know a lot of families that I have encountered over the years, they don't want to think about it because it's like falling off the cliff to leave the school system. So all of a sudden their son or daughter is 21, 22, aging out, and they really aren't prepared yet. So I really encourage you to do your search early, develop a relationship with your adult day provider. The other thing I suggest is don't just take the word of your service coordinator. Question it. A lot of times, and I hope there's not a lot of regional center people in here because I don't want to make enemies. I have to work with them. But a lot of times they aren't forthcoming with what's available. And a lot of times they just don't know. I was in a meeting just last week with one of our people that we support who's having some severe behavioral challenges, and he lives in a group home, and I said to the service coordinator at this meeting, maybe you could get a behavior specialist in here to work with them. Oh no, she said, he's in a level 3 home. We don't provide behavior support in a level 3 home. I said, I never heard that. She said, oh no, I said, I think you need to go back and talk to your supervisor. Sure enough, she calls later and says, oh yes, we can. We can. So sometimes you have to push, you have to question, because you're not going to always get the right information. The other piece that I really would like to encourage you to do is to stay involved with your adult day program that you select. A lot of you out there work. We are looking for employment opportunities for the people that we support. Help us open doors at companies. There's so many ways that you can support the success of your son or daughter by supporting and getting engaged with the Adult Day program. I don't know about the rest of these organizations, but I can tell you at Hope Services, 80% of our services lose money. 80%, because the funding has been cut, and our expenses keep going up, salaries, everything else. So we do a lot of fundraising, we need a lot of parent support in that area, but with the new ruling, you've heard them talk about the new home and community-based waiver regulations that are coming down. Employment is an outcome that they are looking for. People with developmental disabilities having a job and earning a wage. Now, it's got to be very individualized, we know that, but just to give you one quick example, we work with a company called Agilent. We have groups of 2 to 3 individuals with a staff that go in there and do recycling. They take care of all of their recycling. They get to use their gym. They eat lunch in the cafeteria. They're part of that company. And it's a family member that opened up that opportunity for us at Agilent. So, the quality of life of the people that we all care about, it's really on all of our shoulders. So the more that we can partner, I think the better the services are going to be. So please visit our website, www.hopeservices.org. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy. I'd like to welcome up Sohelia from Abilities United.
Good morning. Hello, my name is Soheila Razban, and I'm Director of Adult Services at Abilities United. I would like to thank San Francisco Autism Society for organizing this conference and bringing all of us together for this wonderful, informative, and very educational event. In today's complicated world, we all face with different and very difficult challenges for various reasons. Many of us may not be able to handle these challenges alone. To overcome these challenges, we need to have the occasions and opportunities to educate ourselves and learn about the ways and means the resources and supports are available for us in our society in order to deal with these challenges. We are greatly thankful for San Francisco Autism Society for providing us this opportunity. Abilities United is a nonprofit organization started over half a century ago by 12 families like yourself provide care and support for their loved ones with disabilities. Those families were truly visionary. They believed in advocacy, empowerment, and inclusion of their loved ones in the mainstream society. That was 52 years ago. Today, Abilities United provides a wide variety of services for over 2,500 children and adults with disabilities, their families, and the community. We have 20 distinguished board members, 140 dedicated employees, and 500 energetic and talented volunteers. We serve a diverse group of families in the Bay Area who have children with developmental or physical disabilities or are at the risk of developmental delays. We at Abilities United believe that disability is a natural part of human experience, that disability shouldn't diminish the right of individuals to enjoy the opportunities available in life and in our society for all of us. Our services for adults focuses on choices and empowerment, independence, vocational and educational activities, health and wellness, and socialization. Our referrals are from San Andreas Regional Center, Golden Gate Regional Center, and the Department of Rehabilitation. We also serve private pay clients. We have different services in our agency, and as you see, each of them have different functions, how to support the people, the men and women we have. I'm scheduled to talk briefly about our day program. We offer this program together with our Community Connections program. So for the remaining time I have, I'd like to talk about these two programs. Adult Day activities and Community Connections programs provide a host of varied experiences from which participants can choose to enhance their skills for independence and increase their quality of life. The programs engage individuals in two different types of activities. We have a center-based activities, which are promoting skills in physical exercise, interpersonal communication, socialization, self-care, and a variety of quality recreation such as arts and crafts, music classes, and different socialization events. Our community integration activities, which are designed to introduce the individuals into various local activities and functions in the community, like volunteering and attending college courses. These on-site and off-site activities provide a practical context through which participants experience the joy of making friends, realize their self-worth, and fulfill their niche in the community. Community Connections programs also produces an award-winning TV program semi-annually. And we try to leverage media to showcase the success and achievement of people with disabilities. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sahelia. Next up, our final speaker is Craig King from Greater Opportunities. Welcome, Craig.
Hello, everyone. I helped to design and build out our new day program in San Jose about a year ago. And my vision for the program was to create a place where I would want my family member to be. My older sister had developmental disabilities, and I became her trustee as an adult. She passed away about a year and a half ago, but she was good-humored, mischievous, fun-loving person. And so it's kind of in that spirit that we've created the ambience that you'll find at Greater Opportunities. So visiting Greater Opportunities, you will see, if I can figure out how to do this, there we go. You will see a fun-loving, active learning environment with caring staff who are focused on our consumers' interests and who want to help each consumer become more independent and integrated into the community. Whether it be through volunteering to help others at a variety of community work sites, going to parks and museums, or job coaching in paid employment. In terms of our staffing model, we believe that staff being actively engaged with the consumers is the key to their success. And so I think it's important for you to visit day programs and take notice of the extent to which the staff assigned to the consumers are truly deeply engaged with the individuals that they're assigned to. A visitor to our day program will see people having fun and developing friendships and social skills through group activities every day with music, dancing, parties for special occasions. I've learned that there are far more special occasions than I ever knew of, but we celebrate every single person's birthday, Halloween, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and lots of other events. And growing up with my sister, I think one of my concerns was that she wasn't accepted by her peers. My parents mainstreamed her, and so she was shunned and grew up without friends. So we really work hard in our day program and in all the different services that we provide to help the folks that we serve develop friendships and have social engagement and a life in the community. So our programs are tailored skill building opportunities that are tailored to the needs and interests of each individual so that they can learn to live more independently and with an enriched life. At our day program, we've created specialized activity rooms. It's a beautiful place. I invite you to come visit. With an art studio, music performance studio, computer skills training lab, crafts room, a fully equipped kitchen, and everybody participates. So one of the ways in which we're helping folks participate, I'm on the wrong slide. Let's see, where am I? Oh, yeah. So one of the ways we help people participate, for example, is through a collaboration with Parents Helping Parents. We have a wide variety of communication devices, helping folks with different barriers to communication find ways to express themselves and exchange information with others. Now back to the slide that I thought I was not on. So many of our consumers participate in sports activities, developing physical coordination, self-esteem, and teamwork spirit, while having fun playing with others in golf, tennis, bowling, and basketball. And many of those activities are led by volunteer coaches from the community, and we're at community recreation centers doing those activities. So finally, everyone wants to feel productive and to make a contribution to the best of their ability. In addition to our site-based activities, our consumers participate in a wide variety of volunteer and paid work activities in property maintenance, restaurant service, vegetable gardening, delivering Meals on Wheels to home-based persons, and lots more. So in addition to our day program services, we also provide transitional housing, independent living services, and supported living services. So for more information, come visit us and check us out on our website, greateropportunities.org. Also visit our Facebook page. We have lots of fun, almost daily pictures and postings there. So we all know there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Be sure to visit a variety of day programs in your community and find the one that's the best fit for the needs and interests of your loved one. Thank you.